Hey, don't scroll. I'll reveal you shocking news that can educate you all the way up to heaven like Jesus received it. Stay with me, okay? Here's the question. Did you know that if you remove God from your picture, your storm will become thicker? Stay with me to the end explanation, because that's the key point of this knowledge that Jesus received it. Let me show you why, and let me tell you why. Stay with me, okay? Here's the answer. In the first verse, Matthew 7:24-27, Jesus teaches, therefore, anyone who hear these words of mine and put them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the storm rose, the wind blew and beat against the house, yet it did not fall because it has its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them in practice is like a foolish man who built this house on sand. The rain came down and the storm rose and the wind blew and beat against the house. It fell with a great crash, like all man's down here. Crash, not rising like Jesus. But here's the second verse, the teaching. Isaiah 43:2. When you pass through the water, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burning. The flame will not set you ablaze. Third verse, John 15:5. I am the vine, you are the branch. If you remain in me, I in you, you will bear much fruits. Apart from me, cannot do nothing. Proverbs 3:5-6. The Lord say, trust the Lord with all your hearts. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make the path straight to heaven like Jesus. Why? Because the education on here is a slave driving education. That's why it's falsehood. That's why they practice falsehood. They're teaching us to be a slave. When Jesus came to teach us against the world, because the world is the temptation of Satan slaving us. They say, here, this is the world, this is good, this is the diamond, this is the pearls, the girls, all of that. But it's that all of that is slaving us, because our time is our life is our soul. We're trading our time, our life, our soul for the diamond, and it enslave us, right? Because labor is slave, and that's the truth. That's why we cannot build our life on this foundation, because it's mistaken since beginning of time, Adam and Eve, down the timeline, and that's proven fact. That's why we got to learn the education that Jesus received, which is from the Father. That's why the Lord teaches, not the flesh is the labor, while the mind is the mind, the spirit is life, because the seed of life God gave us. That's why we got to learn from life, which is God, only God certified, and that's translate, and this will save your life. That's why we cannot do it without God, because that's why our storm is so thick every single time. So when you walk with God, walk with Jesus, no problem, because Jesus has the answer of the world. When the world is teaching us the problem only, they don't give us the answer. That's why we're the slave to them. Make sense? So comment, share, save the world, be Jesus. I received it. That's why I'm the messenger. You can too. Do it. Comment, share before they take this down. Amen.